Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching 100. This episode 6 of the third season. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far, and if you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, very interesting. You know, we found out that Pike and Bellamy actually did, with the rest of Arcadia, attack the grounders, and he was successful as well. It was mad. The episode started with them all walking back into camp, blood all over them, no casualties, nobody suffering any injuries, and obviously we did see the mass amount of bodies, mate, that they just took out and killed all of the grounders. Now, interestingly, Injury's still alive, thank God for that. You know, Bellamy actually stepped in and said that, you know, they shouldn't be killing I don't know, wounded people, even though that Pike disagrees. He feels like if you left to obviously like regain your strength, then you're going to come back and attack them one day. Do you know what? Even though I don't like Pike, I do agree with him on that one, but he managed to actually keep Indra alive, you know, without his permission, so to speak. And then obviously speaking with Indra, she explained how it actually went down, because 10 versus 300, even though they've got guns, I didn't expect them to win, but she was saying they strategically attacked the camp. They waited till it was dark while they were checking one direction, they come from the other. They took out the sick people, then they took out like the guards, and then obviously the younger people, and then they kind of like moved away into the camp. Really good actually. Like, I thought it was clever the way they actually went into it. And then obviously learning this information, Lexa straight away wanted to attack the camp. Pretty much wanted to call on the other 12 clans, get their backup, go in and take out Arcadia, which you can't blame her. You know, they provoked them, they've got to retaliate. Clarke was obviously saying, no, we can't do this. Let me go in, let me speak to Bellamy, let me obviously talk to him, see what happens, see if we can, you know, figure this out. She went in there with the help of Octavia. She managed to get, you know, Clarke into the camp. She sat down, she's speaking to Bellamy. He stuck by his guns, do you know what I mean? Like, although Clarke was getting to him and it was hitting the feels a little bit, he was saying, look, mate, I've been involved in everything. They hit the thing first. They was the ones that killed us when we first landed on the ground. Then they obviously left us for dead in Mount Weather, and then we had to kill everybody in there. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not to be trusted. They set us up and they blew up Mount Weather pretty much, what was it, like 3 episodes ago? So Bellamy's saying, look, I've got all my reasons why I don't trust them. You think that we work with them, you think that they're on our side, but straight away, as soon as you see it, they choose their people over us. Can you argue with that? Like, can you actually argue with that? Yeah, I don't think you can. I think Bellamy's you know, made an objective look at the situation, and I kind of understand where he's coming from. Now, personally, I do believe that joining them as a 13 clan is the better option, and that's the way you should be going. But in terms of somebody countering you, you can't always say your opinion is correct. When someone throws something back with a good evidence and good facts, you've got to like listen. And you know, then he tried to arrest Clarke. He didn't want her to go back to them. He handcuffed her. He was trying to take her to a cell before Octavia managed to take 2 of them out, obviously Bellamy as well, and drag her away before they'd let her, you know, run off back to Lexa. Now, she went to Lexa and she was speaking to her and she was waffling and all this stuff, and she was saying, look, mate, you know, we've just left the war, now you want to start another. I understand they've provoked you and they've started it and they've attacked us, but what do you want your legacy to be? Somebody who's created peace, or somebody who just goes into war consistently, losing men after men and women constantly? Do you know what I mean? It got to Lexa. Lexa was like, look, mate, okay, I'll stand down, I won't attack you. Indra fuming about it, you know what I mean? How can you let this stand? But she said that she's not going to like fight against Lexa's decision. She'll accept it, but she's not happy with it. And I personally think that Lexa, by doing this, will make herself look weak in front of a clan, to be honest. Like, how can a leader or a clan or anyone accept somebody coming in, killing 300 of your people, and then you're just going to just walk up and pretend that it didn't happen and just move on? Blood has got to have blood, like they say, mate. I do agree with it. I think the only way that you could, my proposal would be, hand over Pike, we kill him, then we sound. Do you know what I mean? It happened with Finn when he killed the Grounder village. They handed him over the treaty, you know, move forward after his death. I feel like that's how it should go, but it's not how it's going. And then again, very interestingly, we're seeing that Jaha now is back at the camp. He's trying to preach. Nobody's really listening. Perfect test subject is Raven to actually go for. I said it in the episode, and he actually chose her as well. Somebody who's down, somebody who's not got good confidence, somebody who's in a position of pretty much weakness, to be honest. If you look at her, she's got nothing good going for her right now. She can't walk, you know, she can't do a job properly. She's not got anybody there to support her. She's quite angry, you know. All she's feeling consistently is negative and down, and he's trying to say, look, mate, take this, boom, mate, your life's going to improve so much. You're going to see everything brand new. You go into a place where everybody's loved, there's no like pain. It's amazing. And you give her the little pill thing. She didn't want to take it, but at the end she did. And she started walking and instantly it kicked in. You could see it. She was feeling the legs. She felt different. She looked up and the woman in the red dress, she stood there like, welcome, Raven. This is the start of the new beginning. Something like that anyway. I don't even know what she said, but it was interesting. And like I said, mate, I think Raven was a perfect one to try it on. So I'm interested to see, obviously, how today's episode goes. If you do enjoy today's episode, please smash like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
What were you dreaming about?
Commanders before me, they speak to me in my sleep. They think I'm betraying their legacy.
I'd have said that last episode.
Town has always been the way of our people.
Your legacy will be peace.
I don't know if you're a leader. Do you want that? I know it sounds daft, but like, would you rather go down in history being the strongest warrior of all time or somebody who just made peace? I don't know. In these times, I'd rather be a warrior.
Are you going to tell me what's in the box or not?
Forgive me. This is a gift from King Rowan.
Go on. What is it going to be? It's got to be a dead person. Oh. Emerson. Oh, mate. Oh, that's really interesting, that.
Pike's detail is still at it. There's a grounder kid. Hang on.
Ground a kid? Surely they're not going to kill him.
Hello there! Venom! With me!
Yes, lad. Doing what Lincoln done to her. Oh, what was that?
You're welcome.
Chase after him, Octavia.
We need to find out what Pike is up to.
Jaw gave me the key to the City of Light.
And let's see what the blood tests say.
Oh, that'd be good, that, actually.
For me.
I am. It's just unusual for pain to subside this quickly.
Oh, I'm interested to see the blood work, actually, because this is where it would highlight if it's a danger to them or not.
You put it somewhere smart. Out of sight. Buy you some time.
All grounders are the enemy.
Kane, we've been through this, all right? The election decided it. My job is to keep us safe, not to be liked.
See, right? That's what I'm saying. With this guy, Pike, he blank sheets it and he collects everybody into one group and says everyone's bad. And that is where I'll consistently say it. It is wrong. It literally is wrong. But what I do think is interesting is that, you know, I said last season, with basically the film Lone Survivor, is like when they're hiding in the woods and the little kid comes and he sees them, they have a tough decision to make. It's either do you take him out or do you let him go back and hope that he doesn't speak? And do you know what I mean? I said I can't remember what situation it was here that I was talking about that, but I said at the time, you got to kill them. I might have been talking about a grounder, I don't know, but basically I was saying, you got to kill that little kid. Mate, in the film, they don't kill the kid. They try and keep to the morals and be like, look, mate, that kid's not done anything to us. Let's hope he doesn't say. And he goes back to the camp and he tells him, and pretty much they all come and die. And there's only one left, Lone Survivor. That's what it's called. But in this show, I said, mate, you killed him. Straight up, if they see you, you kill him. And they went for it. But I disagree with it on this situation. And you could say, well, that's hypocritical. And it's like, it's not, though. Because the Grounders in this show are not currently their enemy. Where, obviously, like, at the time, they was. It's just that Pike's made them his enemy because he's got an agenda. But, like, in the blank sheet of it, if you're looking at the deal that they chose with the 13 clan, with Lexa not attacking them because she wants peace, attacking the Grounders is not the right thing to do. Because even if you ran back and told them, oh, yeah, I've seen them, it's not going to matter because they have every right to come and attack you anyway for killing 300 of them. So they're not going to come and attack you because you've seen them at a lake. Do you know what I mean? So, like, it's a different scenario, but they took what I said. It's like, if you see the enemy, you just kill them because they can go back and express information and they can come after you. Oh, are they all following Raven? Or, like, they just decided themselves? I told you Jasper would be the next one. He would be perfect for it as well.
I know you're tempted, but let me figure out what it is first, okay?
Soil.
Fertile, arable soil.
We start with soybeans and corn. They grow the fastest.
There's a village here. What about the people who live there?
Sector 4. We talked about this.
With all due respect, sir, you still haven't answered Monty's question.
You know the answer. What would you prefer? Die fighting for your home or starve to death? Will you do what needs to be done for your people to survive or not?
I don't know, man. I just think it's pure selfishness, really.
We need to discuss the fate of the last mountain man.
Only one satiated can there be peace. That is our way.
That was our way.
I agree with Titus. He deserves to die for what he did.
Crime he stands charged with is against your people.
Back out now. What you've just said there.
Okay then, Clark. Banishment from our lands forever. Or death by 49 cuts from your hand.
Xavier, wait a second. Do you actually think that a bunch of grounders are gonna give up their homes because you asked them to?
If it's that or be wiped out, maybe.
Really good. Makes sense. She reminds me of Lara Croft.
Now that you're back on the engineering corps, and thanks to Allie, we'd like you to do a job for us.
I believe that version 2 of my code is somewhere in the computer system of the Ark.
Of course, I'll help you. But I gotta say, I'm fairly certain if there was an AI on the Ark, I would know.
It will likely be a dormant program. Why would you not tell her the truth about me?
John Murphy knew the truth, and we lost him, remember?
It's a lot of firepower.
Let's hope we don't need it. What's the mission? Planning for our future.
Careful, please.
Sorry for your loss.
But I'm here to warn you that the soldiers who did that are coming here now. They want your land, and they will kill all of you to get it.
Are you threatening us? I'll see now which
I'm coming in clutch, mate, the little kid.
You're the one who saved Gabrielle.
Do you know what? It is interesting that, innit? Because she did go there with good intentions, and obviously she's gone and told them that they come in to attack them, so she's trying to help them. But the way it come across, it was kind of like she was threatening them. Do you know what I mean? They killed all of them, and now they come in here. That was interesting. But I absolutely love Octavia, the way that she can speak their language. I think it's sick every time she does it. I'm going to say, I've not mentioned it once yet. We're on episode 6. Where have all these vehicles come from? They've got so many cars. How have they got the fuel to fuel them? First of all, they sound electric. And second of all, like, all of these bullets that they've got, where are they coming from? Like, how have they got unlimited? In The Walking Dead, yeah, sometimes it was... Do you remember, like, a couple of seasons in, they started driving a bright green Hyundai? It was, like, brand spanking, brand new. And it was like, where have you got that from? And clearly, obviously, it was, like, a sponsorship for the show. But what I'm saying is, like, some things happen and you're like, what's going on and how's that happened? At least in The Walking Dead, that you've seen them try to fashion and create their own bullets. We've seen... Raven doing that in the first season with the powder that they had. They had a bit of powder, she was trying to fashion it and create them. But you don't see it now. They've literally just got like a full-on armourer. They've got guns, unlimited bullets. They've got cars, fuel. It's like, where? How? Do you know what I mean? Like, where's all that come from? Because clearly them cars haven't come from the Ark because he didn't have them.
Elevated levels of serotonin and dopamine in Raven's blood are consistent with her claims, and since it's within normal limits, I'd say it's not drug-induced. It's hard to recognize hope, even when it's right in front of us.
Jackson, can you go check on the grounder patients in lockup?
I demanded an election.
Well, he could have just took it off, couldn't he?
And now we have Chancellor Pike. With Clark gone, Bellamy's the key. But Pike's influence is strong.
Mate, just go in for that kiss, man. Been waiting for it for about 2 seasons. That's close enough. That's close.
Let's call it hope.
Gabrielle, go and gather your lair on up.
What you're doing is as brave as going to battle, so...
Her eye looks sick. It's red, look at it. Oh. I don't know what's going on there.
Just gotta patch you in.
Jasper.
Oh, here we go.
Think that's ever stopped me? Stolen Finn's ashes, spread them at the dropship. You're not pissed?
I just decided I'd suffered long enough.
That's gonna let him go and I'd be disappointed.
I didn't destroy Melweather. You did. 381 people, 26 children. 2 of them are mine.
You want mercy. You're gonna have to ask me for it.
I don't want mercy. I want revenge.
Do you know what I mean? I would not leave that guy alive. He gives me the vibes that no matter how many times that you let him live and show him mercy, he'll always come back and try and get you. Do you know what I mean? It's like Tom and Jerry. Guy chases him, catches him, doesn't really kill him, lets him off. Next episode, trying to catch him again. He's coming back. It's this guy. He comes, cause a bit of destruction, runs off. He'll come back a couple of episodes later, cause a bit of chaos, run off and back again. So, I don't know. He does need to die. But, you know, for him, okay, 300 and odd people died, 2 of his kids as well in that Mount Weather. So, obviously, he's fuming at Clark. bit satisfying. It's got to be for him to be able to know that he's managed to retaliate and kill quite a lot of them, though. Do you know what I mean? Blood must have blood. You took mine, I took yours. That's quite good. Even though I don't like him, I do want him to die, and I'd be so disappointed if they don't go through and kill him, because he was, first of all, kind of the reason. Well, he was part of the original batch that took him into Mount Weather and wanted to use and abuse him and kill them all so that they could live on the ground. Then when they retaliated, fairly, okay, they died and they killed them. But, like she said, you give us no other option. They didn't. They actually didn't. I always say it, mate. It's like someone pointing a gun to your head, right? And you manage to, like, dodge out the way and turn the gun on them and shoot them. And then their family's pissed at you because you killed them. It's like, nah. First of all, you was fucking trying to kill me. And I retaliated and killed you. Like, that's not me being an asshole. That's just me doing what was best for me to save my life and my people the way you was for yours. And now he's come back and he's killed them all. He's got to go and die, but he's not going to, I don't think.
We spend so much time talking about peace. I think it's time we made peace with each other, don't you? I appreciate the predicament you're in, Clark, I do. Now you realize how difficult this new policy will be for our people to accept. Blood must not have blood as folly. Our people will not accept it, and I fear it will get her killed.
So I do think that, me. I do, man. It'd be a downfall. Blood's got to have blood, man. I do agree with it totally.
Does it hurt?
No.
He's ready.
Takes away pain, it doesn't cause it. Your scars run deep, Jasper.
You only get scars once you've healed.
That is good. Yeah, I do like that. Gonna inspect it. I wonder if she takes it.
You seem to be working miracles with these. Would you mind if I run some trials on it? I just want to make sure that there aren't any side effects. Would you have given it to Wells without testing it first?
Looks like it's just triggered something. Oh, yes. He lost a bit of memory.
I'm shutting you down.
That's not necessary. Please, Abby. It's been so long since I've thought of my son. I am only trying to help eliminate pain.
It's eliminating more than just pain.
We cannot let her stop us.
Don't worry, Thelonious.
I'll keep an eye on her.
Cypher stay over. Time's in order. Time no sirna bans compolis.
Contact 2 o'clock.
It's a trap!
Fall back! Fall back!
What was it? Literally, what is it? Oh, rip Monroe, mate. She's dead. She just saved him, though. But she kind of told him as well, so it's 50-50 there. I can't really say out.
So I'm gonna go for now. Heshnaya help? No.
I'm not happy. I'm actually not happy.
I don't know if your death would bring me peace. Just know I don't deserve it. I wouldn't be killing you for what you've done, killing you for what I've done.
Both look weak, in my opinion.
Her actions show us a promise for a new future. A world in which violence does not always answer violence. This prisoner is banished from my land.
He's not happy him at the side, is he? See, right? My prey, yeah, even though it's not going to happen, is that he gets free and then he comes to the Ark and then he kills Abby or Kane. That's what I would clap. That's what I would love. Because I think that's a... I just don't like that decision. And now, that doesn't mean I want Abby or Kane to die. I just think that'd be well mad. Do you know what I'm saying? I personally think that Clark and Lexa together are pulling the strength of him down. Now, I don't know. It's obviously all opinions. In my personal opinion, when you're the leader, you do things to make people fear you. You have to. There's a time where, you know, like, you do stuff and you gain your respect, and there's a time, like last step, when you fought Rowan, that's how you gain respect, that's how you gain people on your side, and that's how you show that you are a good leader. Then other times, there's times where you do show mercy in certain situations, and like, in the time of them being attacked by the 300 people, the proposal of taking one life instead of everybody's in the Ark would have been a good, like a good shout. It's showing that you're not accepting being attacked. There's going to be a punishment, but we do respect what we offered you, and that you are the 13th clan and we want you to be. But, you know, crimes do go don't go unpunished. You attacked us, somebody must pay. And again here, I like what Clarke said earlier on in the episode, me, and I do agree with what she said. And she's gone back in it here, is that the reason why I told you not to attack my camp, Arcadia, is because we're preventing a war. Do you know what I mean? We just ended one with Mount Weather. We don't want to start a brand new one, okay? That makes total sense. I get that. I do understand where she's coming from. But here, with Emerson, yeah, this is ending a war. A war started, and there's fighters, and there's people there. This guy hit you last episode, or a couple of episodes ago, and killed a bunch of people from Arcadia. The fact is, yeah, the war that you started with the Mountain Men still is ongoing because he's attacking you still and killing hundreds. Do you know what I'm saying? This guy needs to die. So, I don't know. That's my opinion. Like I said, I'm not going to disagree with yours, but the way I see it is what she said about her camp made sense because she was preventing a war. Currently, one's ongoing and it's still not finished because he's still attacking you. So, I don't know. I think he deserves to die. And I feel like the more and more the episodes go on, the weaker and weaker Clarke and Lex are looking, in my opinion. Like, I feel like someone's going to challenge them or take them out.
How you holding up?
I've been better.
We need to talk about your sister. 2 of our people died today because of her. Not to mention the ash poisoned the soil, making the land useless. Someone in this camp is giving her information.
We both know.
You have no proof.
I was going to say that. You have to get proof. So they'd ruin the soil and the land. I love it, mate. Smart. Very smart.
Forget about Clarke.
Oh, yes, it's he.
I remain certain that Becca went into space. Unfortunately, it appears that she wasn't on any of the 12 stations.
The Ark was made up of 12 stations, that's true. But there were supposed to be 13. Blowing a space station out of the sky to get others to join isn't exactly an inspiration or Unity Day story.
Well, they've got it there.
Polaris.
Right, because they said that the Ice Nation was marching on Polaris, didn't they? Do you know that episode where Bellamere was walking through the crowd when he was dressed as one of them when he was trying to find, Clarke? I believe that they said then that the Queen was marching on Polaris. Is that what they just called it? Literally, mine's just gone blank then. But, yeah, that's interesting. So, I don't know. So that he was saying Unity Day, obviously, that there should have been 13 stations, but something's happened, and obviously it don't make a good story, so they kind of, like, cut that bit out, so to speak, so nobody really knows. They think it was 12, which is interesting. Now, I would love, absolutely love, if somehow we tied a story back in with Murphy from episode 1, where he was stood there on the island, locked in that lighthouse, when he was memorising what they were saying on that screen. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've not thought about it all season, and now I'm thinking about it now, and I always say, I do always say it, and, you know, I'm like a parrot, and I just because I mean it, is that I don't like introducing characters, I don't like introducing storylines if there's going to be no end goal and no benefit to the story. So, for example, now that it's just been raised and I can remember it, now I'm going to go back and moan about it. The fact that we seen Murphy start the first episode, looking at the camera. We might have even started last season with the guy on the camcorder, and he was saying, she made me do it, you know, it was all her fault, she had the launch codes or something, and he killed himself. Now, is he talking about the one in the red dress, or is he talking about the girl that the red dress woman's kind of talking about who went into space? Do you know what I mean? 6 episodes in, not heard anything about it. Murphy was stood there, he was memorising a big full-on convo between loads of people on the screen. Now, again, what is that? And how we're going to use it? And what benefit is it? And why was it there? And why did we focus 10 minutes at the start of the season on Murphy if that information's not going to play part of any of the storyline? You see what I mean? Like, this is why I'm saying that sometimes pointless stuff, that it disappoints me because it never gets used and I get excited for it, and then there's nothing beneficial coming from it. But the season's not over yet, so I'm not going to complain about it. But because it's been raised and I've still not seen any forward progression from it, that's where I'll go back and say what's going on with it. So yeah, like they're just saying, what the hell was Murphy watching at the start of the season? What information did he acquire? Why does he know it word for word? And how much, or why is that going to benefit him going down into the future? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're going to march to this place. She needs whatever's inside of that thing. And why is it the guys with the tattoos on his head, yeah? Like, what? Why does he care so much about this little pill thing? Like, what does he want to get out of it? Very interesting. it gives another layer to the story. It excites me. I also think it's really good that the Grounders knew that they was coming to try and take their land. It's called Bitter Harvest, and that's what it is, mate. They are bitter. They knew it was going to happen, so I'll tell you what, you want to take it, we'll destroy all of the soil so you can't use it for any of your crops. Now, what's Pike's answer to that? You know, he was saying, well, we need to take this because our people are going to starve. Well, you can't take it now. So what are you going to do? They're going to starve? No, you're going to make do. You know, the same way you could have made do without actually going in and destroying an innocent village. So again, it's very interesting. They obviously think that Octavia is like the enemy. I don't think she is. I just feel like she's the person that has the most, I don't know, like common sense, objective thoughts. Not just her. I think Kane and Abby as well this season are doing really well. To be honest, I keep saying, but Abby's storyline is way better this season. This is how you use Abby. Literally, perfect example of how you use her, man. Not last season as Chancellor, this season here being the Doctor, being, you know, caring about the people there. And do you know what? I don't blame her for having concerns about what they've been taking. You know, she never said to Jasper, you can never have it, until later on in the episode, when they first seen it, she was like, look, mate, all I ask is that you wait and we find out a bit more about it before, you know, we start handing it out to everybody. She just wanted to make sure that the test was clean, healthy, it wasn't affecting people. You know, she was saying that it's mad to have somebody like Raven go from being in such pain and such discomfort to being totally chill and normal and happy and have no sort of, you know, feeling in it whatsoever. It's too fast. It works too quick. And you can see that Jackson's took it as well. So again, it is interesting. We've obviously seen Jahan losing a bit of his memory. He totally forgot who his son was. And although he forgot, she did remind him, Red Dress. She actually said, well, it's your son. So it wasn't as if she was trying to take that memory away. So she just reminded him. But that was all, Clarke, that was all Abby needed, wasn't it? To like take it and say, that's it, mate. You're not handing no more out. We don't know enough about this. We don't know how it's affecting people. And clearly it's affecting them more than we thought. So again, you know, I got respect for doing that and looking out for the people. I'm interested to see, obviously, where they go from here and how they get out of this trance that they're in, because they are all in some sort of, like, possession after taking it. So I want to know, like, how long it takes to wear off. Okay, so that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Now, you know, I do think it's really interesting the way that we're going with Clarke and Lexa, to be honest. You know, I don't, like, it's not I dislike them. I actually don't mind them at all. Like, literally, I don't mind them at all. But I do feel like every decision that they're making doesn't bode well with, like, an army point of view. Like, if you was her follower, like, everything that she's doing, I would be questioning it. I would be thinking, oh, do you know what I mean? Like, she's not willing to kill this guy, or, like, we're not going to attack them for killing us. Like, what are we doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, she wouldn't fill me with a lot of confidence this season. That's what I'm trying to say. And I do feel like ever since Clarke's been introduced, you know, I heard people actually feeling that as well. I'd like to know Indra's thoughts on letting Emerson live, to be honest. I really would. Obviously, she's not been seen here because she was hurt last episode. But I don't, like I said, I just don't feel like it's going to end well for them this season. I feel like something needs, I do. I feel like something needs bad to happen for them. Now, I would like it. I actually would like it. But I would also like the Grounders to be victorious as well, because you know, the Grounders started season 1 looking like all scary, all dominant. You know, this is my land. We are the, you know, the Grounders. And then they kind of lost. Like, I do firmly believe that they lost the first battle with the Sky Crew. They did. They all got burned. So I would chalk that down as a win, even though, you know, it's kind of like a last ditch attempt and just like hit the, you know, the gas and, so to speak, and burn everyone. I do kind of feel like they lost. And then last season they kind of like copped out, didn't they? But I don't blame it, because the end goal was save your people, and she saved them, inflicting minimal casualties. So again, they kind of like won that one. But like, have they ever done anything that makes you look at them and think, wow, they're strong? Because not really. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you look into it, they haven't really done anything where like you think, wow, they are good. Like, all they have is they've got a lot of people. Their numbers would overrun you. Do you know what I mean? And that's where I would like something to happen, where I'd be like, whoa, they mean business, mate. They are good. They are scary. I don't want to mess with them. Literally, don't go near them. They would literally smoke you. That's what I want from the Grounders. So, like, I want them to go after, I want Arcadia to go after them. Pike, Bellamy, you name it, everybody on there, Monty's mum, to go after the Grounders. And I do want the Grounders to win. I do. Now, whether they win by Lexa and Clark's decisions to attack, I don't care. Like, I actually prefer it if somebody stepped up and was saying, look, mate, I'm not happy with how you're actually trying to progress us forward. I didn't mind that with the ice queen. The fact is, though, she didn't fight her own battles. That's what I didn't like. That's why I wanted her to lose. Now, Rowan, for example, he's pretty decent. He handed over Emerson. Do you know what I mean? He fought Lexa. Now, obviously, he didn't win because Lexa could have kind of killed him, but killed his mum. But, like, that guy, he's decent. And, like, if he decided to come to Lexa and say, look, mate, I'm not happy with how you're moving the army forward. We're getting attacked. You're making peace deals here and there. They're still coming after us. You're showing no... Like, you know what I mean? You're showing mercy to everybody. That's not what a leader does. And, like, blood must have blood. I do agree with it. On this show, this is the thing, like, it's TV programs. On a TV program, blood must have blood. I would like they were saying, would you rather be a leader that's known for peace or, like, known for a savage murderer? You know what I mean? I would rather be the savage murderer. I would. Not in real life. Not in real life. In real life, you would want to be that person that unites the whole world, creates peace for everyone. You know what I mean? Like, that's better in society. But, like, in terms of a show, if you are a leader of an army, of a commander, you know what I mean, a commander, you want to be the biggest, scariest person going. So, like, for example, if you watch the Viking show, do you think Ragnar Lothbrok would just turn up to, like, England, yeah, and, like, decide, oh, I'll tell you what, yeah, we're going around, we're not going to kill everybody here taking over the land, we'll ask, can we take it peaceful? No, mate, they go in to kill everyone, every man, every woman, every kid, they kill all of them. Yeah, he took Athelstan, but he kind of used him as a slave and tried to convert Athelstan on his side. Kind of like, I don't know, Lex has brought in Clarke, but do you know what I mean? They take no mercy. He is known as being a ruthless leader, and that's what I believe commanders should be in these situations. And I don't agree with keeping Emerson alive. I just don't. If I could pick a wish, I'd want him to leave and come back and try and attack them later and actually take someone high profile out. I think that would be really interesting. That's what I would choose anyway. But, again, I thought it was interesting that, obviously, you know, Octavia went and tried to tell the ground people, then they attacked her really for being Sky Crew. She's in a tough place, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't want to be Sky Crew. She wants to be Grounders, but then she goes to the Grounders and the Grounders say that she's Sky Crew. So, like, she's literally just flatlined in the middle. Like, she doesn't want to be the part of the people that accept her. She wants to be the part of the people that don't accept her. And, like, she can't find herself a middle ground. And now both of them are kind of after her. Do you know what I mean? Like, the Sky Crew are not happy that she's feeding information to them. And then, obviously, the Grounders are not happy that she's got information and she's coming and she's working with them. And they class her as one of them that took out their people. So, like, she's literally stuck. But I hope that she gets accepted into being a grounder. That's what she wants to be. It's what I want her to be. I feel like she's the best one out of them, to be honest. She's brought me the most, I don't know, entertainment kind of this season of what she's doing. What she's trying to do is more pleasing than the other actions. Like, not a big fan of Bellamy choosing to go on Pike's side. Not a big fan of, like, Lexa and Clarke, their decisions right now. I am a big fan of what's going on with Octavia, though. I'm enjoying what she's trying to do. Do you know what I mean? That's how I kind of, like, weigh up my characters, so to speak. So I'm interested to see, and I'm really interested with Murphy. I know I say it all the time, but, like, he again is another one that I've never hated. I've always been intrigued with, and every time he's in a scene, can't tell me that it's not enjoyable and interesting, because it definitely is. And like I said, mate, the fact that he's getting tortured now, I want to know where Mori is. What's she going to do? Is she finding him? Is she going to try and help him? Or is she going back to the camp where Jahar is? You know what I mean? Like, still, she's there in the wind as well. Like, what's happening with her? So, you know what I mean? Can't wait to find out. If you did enjoy today's episode, please smash the like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.